If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Welcome to the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener. I'm Joy Barrett in the big garden today, cleaning it out, closing it up. Got frost and cold temperatures coming here shortly. So what you see that is alive, such as the peppers there and the yacons down there, though they are green and lush right now, in a few days they will be dead. So I'm going to go ahead and make the move now, pull them out, dig them up, and process them, put them in sand in the attic for the rhizomes to grow again next year. Also, I need to drain the irrigation system. I'll get the vacuum hooked up and blow the air through that. I've got it underneath the ground here at the perimeter of the garden. The irrigation in the beds will be left, and that whatever residual water is in that, it will not damage them over the winter. I'll pull up some of the leeks. These are the Jerusalem artichokes, which have done phenomenal compared to years past. Last couple of years, they were only about 4 foot high and spotty. These are running about 8 to 10 foot tall, so there should be some good tubers. I won't dig many up. I'll dig some up and take them home. And then back here, you can see the yacons, which are very lush and green, not very tall at all. Did not get the height that I was expecting. Usually they are much taller. They're about 3 or 4 foot. Well, between 5 and 7 foot is what they typically will grow. I think we're probably about 4.5 foot right there. Got some more over here, very small. Didn't really have irrigation on those at all. So that is the plan, to close everything up. When I get the irrigation system vacuum all hooked up, I'll show you what I'm doing. So that doesn't freeze and blow the line. I did open up the end of the irrigation system, which is right here, and then everything feeds off of it. I have opened that up, and then that's going to allow the water just to drain out when the air blows through it. If you don't have a vacuum that, like a shot vac or an upright that does this reverse, air compressor will work as well. All right, just tape the tube or the hose onto the existing pipe there. We'll let that run for about 5 minutes, and that will get the additional or the most of the water out where it won't affect it when it freezes. While that's draining, I'm just going to come in here and probably cut out this little covey here of Jerusalem artichokes. I've got pruners, and I'm going to cut them down about this height and then dig them up, put them in a box and take them home. There's things in which you can do with these Jerusalem artichokes. You can pickle them, you can scrub them off, bake them, roast them in like a stew. You want to try to peel them as much as possible, because the soil, the earthiness on them is embedded in that skin. Also, you can clean them, scrub them, peel them like with just a peeler, and then dice them or cut them in chips, and you can air fry them into like little potato chips or fish and chips, that type of dish. So it works really well. You want to coat them with vegetable oil, olive oil, in the air fryer until you get them done to the level that you want them to. Now you can harvest these if you want to store them inside. You get a bucket, put 2 inches of soil in the bottom of the bucket, put a layer of these, put another 3 or 4 inches of soil, layer of these, that type of thing. You keep them chilled like in a shed or the stairs of an attic for overwintering. You can also, if you want to trim these down and pile like 3 foot of leaves over top of them, You could do that, and that acts as a refrigerator, keeps it from freezing, and then you can go ahead and harvest them in the dead of winter. You can also come in right as spring breaks and the ground thaws, and come in here and dig up artichokes as well before they start sprouting. So got probably 1.5 pounds there. You can see on this here, got a little burgundy in the color there, but these are 13 years they've been growing here. Some years really good, not on irrigation, no fertilization, nothing, just natural, let them grow and do their thing. Here's the Yacons. It's a South American root crop that we can grow here in North America, zone 4 and up. I've seen it very successful. These were given to us by a nursery for a video back in 2014, and I've been saving the rhizomes, which is the only way you can propagate them in our situation here in zone 6. So I'll do the same thing like I did with the Jerusalem artichokes. I'll cut them down, leaving about 1 foot of stalk available, and then I'll get in there and I'll pull them up and see what kind of tubers we have. They are a taste of watery, apple, watermelon, hint of carrot flavor to them. They make Yacon syrup out of them, Yacon chips. I'll dehydrate them. That works very well. You can throw them in soups and stews like you can the Jerusalem artichokes. So that's what I'll do here. And then I save the rhizomes, put them in the sand, surround them with, in a 5-gallon bucket, as many as I can, fill it with sand, and keep it chilled, not frozen, in the stairs of our attic over the winter. Bring them out, and you want to plant them indoors 90 days before you intend to plant them outside. They're frost sensitive, so typically you would wait until the frost kills them. It's going to happen here shortly, so I'm going to just get ahead of the game here. And then also I sell the rhizomes on Macari in the spring to people across North America who wants them. So that is the purpose of what this is growing, that we can eat them and sell the rhizomes. Dug up here, and the reason why I left these high was so you have something to grab onto, and these will have a tendency of cracking as you pull them out of the ground. And some of them will break, as that one did. That one broke, which you can see I've scraped into that one. But here's a good specimen. You can see right there how they got a little pinkish hue there. Let's see what else we got underneath. If I can find the rest of that or not. But the rhizomes are these pink or purple or burgundy things here, and I will trim this down, clean all of this up, and bury what's remaining, the root system, in the sand. And in the spring I can take it and cut that off, cut that one off, and those would be 2 separate plants. This here, even though it's got a growth tip, it'll die back, and those white portions are what would be new growth tips if allowed to stay, like you see here. So I will dig these up and we'll see what the end result is. So this is a nice one here. You can see it's already cracking. If left alone, all of these would get, like if we're in a tropical area, we get to that size. Okay, so I would say 10 pounds, give or take. That's one of the larger ones. I would say that's a solid 4 ounces. And you can see how they're already splitting from the pressure coming out of the ground. And some spiddly ones here. But overall, I'm pleased with this. Some of these will be given away to sister-in-law. And these are the rhizomes and the roots that I'll clean up. So that's what that is. Also, now is the perfect time. I don't have them with me. I got to get that garlic, to plant garlic. Now is a good time to do that before the ground freezes. So with that being said, that'll wrap up the fall closeout cleaning of the garden. Thanks for watching. I'm Joy Baird, and this has been the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener.